Hi, it's Janet Wakeland with RemarkablyCreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, we are going to take a look at a really fun, simple card that could easily hold your Christmas photo, could hold Christmas cash, a Christmas gift card, or could simply be a non-traditional way of sending your Christmas message. This really sweet card is a card that I received as a swap at our recent Founders Circle, and it doesn't have a name on it, so I'm not sure who to give credit to. So if this is your card and you happen to see this, let me know so that I can thank you for your inspiring idea. Swaps are something that demonstrators do when we get together at events, and the way that it works is you take and you make a whole bunch of one style of card, and then you simply find others that have cards that they're swapping, and you trade one for one, and you're able to come home with lots of ideas, making just one yourself. So it's a great way that we have of getting ideas to help us with our business. This really fun card features a lot of great product. It features our new Festival of Trees stamp set. And what's really cool about this stamp set is that it has a coordinating punch, and it is available at a 15% off cost-saving bundle if you want to buy both pieces together. You can also buy both of them individually. Another great product featured on this card is our Trim the Tree paper stack. And this paper stack is 4.5 by 6.5. It's a great stack for people that enjoy project life or pocket style scrapbooking, as well as for card makers. It stores nice, it's real portable, and this one has a nice selection of holiday papers in it. So it's a great one to work with. So a lot of fun, a lot of great colors in this one. So that's what we're working with. So let's go ahead and let's make this card together. What we have here is we have a piece of cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5. You have a contrasting piece of cardstock that is 4.5 by 3.25. You have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's 4.25 by 3.5. You have a piece of our Trim the Tree Designer Series paper that is 2.5 by 5.25. And then you have another piece of designer paper that is 1 inch by 5.25. And then you have a piece of scrap white cardstock that you're going to stamp the tree on and its base on. So let's go ahead, and you're going to take your half sheet of cardstock first, and you will fold it in half, and we'll use our bone folder to give it a nice score. And then we're going to go ahead and work with Stampin' Up's trimmer. And I love Stampin' Up's trimmer because it's large enough that your cutting and scoring blades can actually be pushed up out of the way, as opposed to, in some of them, you actually have to lift them out of the actual track and take them out of the way. This one is long enough that you simply push them out of the way. Another tip, since you do keep both of them on your trimmer at all times, I've labeled mine with an S and a C, S for scoring and C for cutting, so that I don't accidentally cut something I don't want to, or my customers don't have an accidental cut when they're here using the tools in my craft room. So let's move the cutting blade out of the way. We're going to take our center fold and put it on the 3-inch mark, and then we'll just score the end of our paper. We can put our trimmer aside. We'll fold this back on itself, giving it a nice score. So you can see here, that's what we have. We're going to take our 1-inch piece of Designer Series paper. We'll put adhesive on it, and we'll put it on that flap. We're going to take our other piece of Designer Series paper, and I've left a little border of the garden green around the edges for contrast. I also, as you can see, did not cut this Designer Series paper all the way up to the fold, because you're not going to see that when this flap is glued down, and I wanted to make sure that I could get as many cuts of the Designer Series paper out of my paper stack as possible so that I can send a lot of cards. We're going to go ahead and we'll add our adhesive here, and then we want to go ahead and we want to create the pocket. I have our silicone mat here. It's great for working with adhesives because you can then just take your adhesives right off of it. So we're just going to do this side, and we'll do this side, and that way your paper doesn't get all gummed up. And we'll just make sure that I like to kind of just rub it, make sure that the adhesive is really sticking. You could also use sticky strip or liquid glue if you wanted to. And so now we have our pocket that our card is going to slide in and out of. So we'll set that aside. We'll set our mat aside. I like to stamp my images before I adhere them to the layers that I'm going to be using them on. Cardstock has two sides, so I have two chances to get it right. So let's start first with our greeting. One of the nice things about the photopolymer stamps, besides the fact that they're clear and they cling really well to our clear blocks, is that Stampin' Up's photopolymer stamps are manufactured in Kanab, Utah, so it is a made in the USA product. So you can feel good about supporting American businesses when you're purchasing from them. And then the other nice thing is that you can put multiple images on at one time. So we're just going to put that up at the top. I'm working with a C-size block. A C-size block is a great block for, and actually let me just ink this up real quick. I made the mistake, and don't laugh out there in viewing land, of not putting my bifocals on. So let me just make sure I've got the image going the right way. Nope. So what I can do is I can go ahead, there we go. I can put my image on and my bird on all on one stamp. Now this is an awful big block for this stamp, but a C-size block is a great standard size block to have if you're only going to invest in one block. But Christmas is coming, and a great way to spoil yourself is with our full set of clear blocks that come in an amazing carrying case, so you may want to add that to your wish list. In addition, with Christmas coming, another great way to spoil yourself is with a full set of markers that also have a nice case. And if you visit my blog, remarkablycreated.com, you will find a wish list. And I do gift certificates. And of course, you can always send your sweeties to me to shop for you and to make sure that you get just what you want under the Christmas tree. So I've inked that up. And now over here in the one corner, we'll just go ahead and we'll just stamp our greeting. And then we'll just add that to our card. And we can slide that into our pocket. And now we just need to work on our tree. So we'll grab our scrap piece of paper. We'll grab and we'll set those aside. We'll clean them later. Something to be aware of with your photopolymer stamps is that they may stain. It doesn't ruin their ability to stamp a great image when they're stained. It also shows you that you've been using them if they're stained, not just collecting them and letting them sit in your drawer. So again, it doesn't ruin their ability to do a good job for you. So let's grab our tree back. We'll put it on here. We're going to take our garden green ink. The nice thing about markers is it does allow you to add multiple colors to one stamp. So here I'm going to color the tree with one. And I'm working with the brush tip side, and I'm laying it sideways. I'm not using the point of it to maintain that point. And we'll take, oops, nope, I want a brown stem. And we'll go ahead and we'll stamp that. If you've been coloring for a while and you're worried about it drying, all that hot air that women get teased about having, it's there for a reason. And we just breathe on it a little bit, the moisture in our breath. We'll re-wet it a little bit. We'll grab our punch. We'll slide that down into our punch. And now we can punch out our image. And then the other nice thing about photopolymer, again, is that it's clear and you can see through it. So let's grab the dots that we want to layer onto here. We'll put it on our block. You're going to want to clean your photopolymer with just soap and water, or just with plain water, or even our stamp cleaner. And now I'm just going to lay this down, looking for the dots on the tree. And so I have my tree here, and I would just go ahead then and layer it with a dimensional, and then adding the little base that is also one of the stamps. So again, the dimensions will be on my website or blog, remarkablycreated.com, so you can visit it for that. I will also have a wish list that you can download to use for the holiday times. So thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.